everybody, my fellow Animal Crossing players. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Sammie, and here on my channel I like to do speed builds for exteriors and interiors, and I also like to do island tours. So for today we're going to be decorating around my house. I love the color blue, so I put myself in the category of the water fairies. Along with that, I am also going to be creating a giant tree in the middle of the map along with a floating rainbow garden. So before we get started, I'd like to mention that if you're able to, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it'll really help with the growth of my channel. I usually post every Monday to start off the week on a good note, and sometimes Fridays. If you subscribe, you can be notified of any videos that I post in the future. Now that we have that out of the way, we can go ahead and start decorating. So I basically live on my own little island, that's why we have a warp pipe here. So I'm working with a relatively small area, but I'm going to try and make the best out of it. In the end, you'll see that I packed in a lot and it's very cramped looking, but that's the style that I like. So my goal for decorating outside my house is to make it very homey and comfy looking. I love the iron garden furniture, so I wanted to make sure that I included that here because if I had a little yard of my own in real life, I would probably have furniture like that. I also wanted to make sure that I filled the space on the right side of the pipe because I didn't want to get stuck in between items, so it would force me to jump out on the left side. I wanted to give myself a little garden that I could tend to, so I used the light and dark dirt pathing to outline that part of my yard. Along with having a garden, I wanted to use the bonsai shelf as part of the decoration around my house because I also own little plants that sit on the shelf in real life. Just to give the area a bit more color and depth, I started to put down a bunch of custom designs. The list of custom designs that I use will be in the description down below, along with the creator codes and some of the socials for the creators. I am missing a few, so if by any chance you know any of the ones I'm missing or feel like I made a mistake on any of them, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I love the blue roses, so I figured I would use that to make up the garden part of my house. And my favorite white flowers is the cosmos, so in the other empty spots, that's what I planted. So my house is basically done, so we can start on the giant tree and the floating rainbow garden. So this is the spot that we'll be creating our giant tree. It's directly in the middle of my map. So how we're going to do this is by planting multiple trees. What we need to do is make sure to place them close together so it gives the illusion that it's one giant tree. In order to cover the trunks of other trees, I am putting hedges. floating rainbow garden is pretty self-explanatory. I basically just plant the flowers on each individual block and make sure that the colors blend well together. It's basically in a rainbow though. But yeah, I think the hopping is pretty funny. I'm sorry if it makes you dizzy though. If it does, feel free to fast forward. So we are done with decorating around my house, making the giant tree and planting all the flowers for the floating rainbow garden. There is a lot of action going on at resident services right now. There's a bunch of cuties just zooming around all over the place. But anyways, I time traveled a couple days so that all the trees and flowers are fully grown so we can go ahead and do our walkthrough. I love how my little island turned out. I am absolutely in love with it and I wouldn't change a thing about it. I wouldn't mind waking up to this every day. So now for the giant tree and the flower garden. I think it turned out pretty good. I love how the garden looks. I like that they're all separated instead of grouped together like how I normally would make it for a garden. And I'm glad I decided to make it into a floating garden and dealt with all that stressful waterscaping. It was worth it. As for the giant tree, I really like how it looks being in the center of my island and the fact that it's the cherry blossom tree. So this concludes the speed build. Thank you so much for coming to watch my video. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and make sure to subscribe so you can be notified of any future videos that I post. As usual, the list of the custom designs will be in the description down below. Anyways, I hope you have a great day or night. Bye!